Welcome everybody to another episode of Savage Cash. Here with me, your superhero cryptocurrency expert, Suppoman. In today's episode, I am going to be bringing you the top 5 hyped coins that no one is really talking about. Okay, so people in the community are talking about it, but people on YouTube are not. The top YouTube cryptocurrency people aren't touching these cryptocurrencies. So I thought that it would be a good idea to suddenly bring these to your attention, really, so that you aren't just constantly bombarded with Omis Go, 10x, Walton, which everybody seems to be convinced that I am wrong with my prediction. Now, it's only day 2 of October, so we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But what you will see today is that Bitcoin's looking very healthy. It's making its progression towards $5,000. And we can also see that NEO is also making its progression to $50. So we can already see that these two top cryptocurrencies are currently signaling the health, I suppose, of cryptocurrency right now, which is just under 150 billion in the market capitalization. So that's really good. Now I'm just going to make sure that I am live. I'm pretty sure that I'm live, but if we could just have a roll call and spike the hell out of this video before I move on to these top 5 cryptocurrencies. So let me just make sure that I'm live. Yes, I am live. 155 people watching. So yeah, so spam the likes if you can. I've got 51 likes, 162 watching, 1 dislike, so spam the likes. Spam them. Spam them. Anyway, so let's now move on to these top 5 unknown in the community cryptocurrencies. So in number 5, I've got Regal Coin. Now, so many people have said to me, Suppoman, please cover Regal Coin. Tell us about Regal Coin. Why is everybody talking about Regal Coin? Why has it gone up so tremendously over the last few days? So now I am going to tell you about Regal Coin. So Regal is essentially a currency. It's a cryptocurrency, but it's also a lending platform. So you can actually lend out cryptocurrency where people borrow it and then people pay you back. Okay, so really in terms of the currency, the main selling points of the currency is ease of use. So it's an easy to use peer-to-peer network. It's very speedy. Okay, it's instant virtually transactions. It's anonymous transactions, and they say low to 0 fees. So those are the benefits of the currency itself. The team seem to be active on social media. So they have got social media channels by which they're active on. However, they're not very visible. So if you go to, typically if you go to a cryptocurrency team page, you will see, you know, the founder, the people in the development team, the marketing person, the legal person. You'll see all of these separate people. But on Regal's website, they do not have that. Okay, thus leaving people wondering, you know, who are the guys behind Regal? All right, and there have been a lot of people speaking about Regal in the community for the reasons I'm going to move on to in the next point. So, really, the rewards of using Regal is what a lot of people have been drawn to. A lot of people are kind of into the whole lending platform thing. I mean, look at Sol. And then people are also into the kind of affiliate network thing. Look at BitConnect. Okay, and that is what Regal is being compared to at the moment. So essentially, you get staking rewards. So if you stake the cryptocurrency in a wallet, you get 3% annual returns. Now, the lending is where you probably get the biggest reward. Okay, so the lending leads you to get up to 540% back. Okay, so 540% bonus for the lending rewards. And then there are affiliate rewards. So if you actually, you know, get people to come on the network to sign up to the Regal Coin network, then you get rewards up to, I think it's about 10%, 20%, something like that. So you get affiliate rewards with signing people up to the network. So it has got a lot of BitConnect kind of qualities to it and features about it, which is why it has grown so tremendously recently. I think this, I'm going to look at the charts in a bit, but essentially this has grown about $19 in the past week. Okay, so the current supply is 2.8 million, so there's hardly any supply. It's got a very low supply, and the total supply is 7 million. Now, the current price is $20.17. This has just been every day. This has just made an enormous jump up in value. So it's currently on the rise. So this isn't really the best time to get involved with Regal Coin, in my personal opinion. Although it's got, you know, high volatility, it's got high potential to just keep growing and growing. It's not experienced a dip. So you don't know if you're at the top of the peak, or essentially if you're at the middle of it, or whatever. You know, it's likely that people are going to continue to sign up because the rewards seem so unbelievable, so good to be true. And normally when something's too good to be true, then it normally isn't too good to be true, if you get what I mean. So it's currently at $20. This is why it's at number 5, because this has got a lot of potential, but it's already grown tremendously and is in the process of still growing. In which case, it's actually probably not the best time to invest. But this is what Regal Coin is about. So if you didn't know what it was, now you know. In at number 4, we have AdEx. Now, AdEx was one of the cryptocurrencies that I kind of scheduled or predicted will have a loss this month, even though it has been rising recently. Okay, so what is AdEx? AdEx is essentially an advertising platform within video streaming websites. Okay, so a lot like YouTube, like if you've got YouTube ads, you normally do YouTube ads through Google AdWords. Okay, so if you want to get loads of views for a video, you'll use Google AdWords. You'll select where you want it to appear to, what demographics you want it to appear to, and then you just kind of place the ad, and then the ad gets shown to all the people that you selected. Now, what AdEx are looking to do is they're looking to make a really detailed interface, an interface that allows you to have really detailed targeting, okay, which enables high conversion for advertisers. Okay, so essentially you're going to be able to advertise to specific people, be able to, I think, bypass a lot of the ad blocks, or at least be able to not pay for, you know, for impressions to people that can't actually view the ad. So essentially this is to enable higher conversions for advertisers, because there's better selection when you are creating an ad. Okay, there's better selection of the person you're trying to reach, the countries you're trying to reach, etc. And it also benefits the publishers as well. So at the moment there are ads, well, not on mine, Box Mining maybe, and Data Dash. You go on one of their videos, there's normally an ad that plays at the beginning. That is Google AdWords. Okay, so that is an ad that is being played on their channel, and they are essentially the publisher. So AdEx is meant to reward both the publisher, well, mainly the advertiser, but also the publisher, and give them an interface that they can go on, they can hop onto essentially, and understand how how much they're getting paid. So publishers will get paid in cryptocurrency, and advertisers will pay with cryptocurrency rather than using kind of traditional, you know, fiat currency. And this will enable ease of use across countries. Okay, so if I was advertising to the US, or if I was advertising in India or whatever, then instead of there being any kind of conversion of the money I put in to the money that's received by the person that's published my ad, then, you know, Google has to do all that. Whereas with AdEx, you don't have that, because you're just paid in cryptocurrency, and it's just a, you know, a quite easy structure. So there's quite a large team. There seems to be people within all the areas required for this. There's somebody behind strategy, somebody behind legal, development people, and the founder himself is the person that's behind the video streaming site that AdEx is going to be first used on, which is Streamio. Okay, so he's actually the founder. He's got experience. He's obviously been within the video streaming industry, so he understands, you know, about the whole process of having ads, running ads on videos. So he's going to be testing this on Streamio, and then using it, I suppose, as a bench, or using it as an example, so that he can then go to other publishers. Now, YouTube is ultimately the biggest video stream site, and probably one used by most people. There's also Vimeo. There's also can't remember, it's Live something. There's Live Stream, I think it's called. There's quite a few kind of minor ones. and YouTube's the biggest, YouTube obviously would be the biggest victory for these guys to achieve if they were looking to have a really explosive value come the end of it. And number 4, the tokens. So the tokens are essentially used to buy and sell advertising space. Okay, so publishers can use it to sell the space, advertisers can use the token to buy the space, and of course there's a reward for new users. Okay, so it's a bit like pre-search. If you're actually getting people to come onto the network and use the network for advertising or publishing, then you get rewarded for bringing on new users. So almost like a referral scheme, but not BitConnect kind of referral scheme. It's just simply saying to somebody, recommending it, and somebody then going on it and then subsequently using it. So this could explode like wildfire within the advertising community, because I know advertisers, I know publishers. So there's lots of people I can tell who will in turn tell the people they can tell, and it could spread like wildfire if this was to, especially if they were able to win a client like YouTube. Now, the circulating supply at the moment is 53.2 million, with the total supply at 100 million. So in terms of circulating supply, it's at eight figures, which is good. The total supply is 9 figures, but it's at the lowest 9 figures. So it's got potential to move up quickly, and it's got potential to have a comparable market cap to the top 100. So this could move up quite nicely and could be visible. Well, it is in the top 100, but this could progress quite nicely up the top 100. As the price, the current price, which is $1.20, as that continues to increase. Now, AdEx has recently kind of been hyped about. It has since gone down. It's going down towards where I said it was going to go. This may give it a little bit of a lift, but essentially, AdEx has got a lot of room to grow in the future. So that's number 4. What is number 3? In at number 3, we've got Rupee. Now, Rupee I've heard a lot about. Now, I did a Twitter poll the other day, and I said, what do you guys think of Rupee? And over 50% of them said, WTF is Rupee coin. So now I'm going to tell you what Rupee is. Rupee is essentially a digital currency for the Indian and Asia markets. Okay, so, you know, Rupee is a very commonly used currency, physical currency, fiat currency in Indian kind of nations and nations around that area, kind of Asia, Africa area, do adopt the rupee as a physical currency. So this is actually turning the rupee into a digital currency. Okay, so it won't have the same fiat value as a rupee, as an Indian rupee, for instance, or a Mauritian rupee, but it's turning the rupee into a digital asset, essentially, and allowing it to be used within these countries and possibly further out, but really as a currency for the India/Asia continent. Now, what they're working towards is mobile payments and e-commerce. Okay, so being able to actually use the rupee for mobile payments and e-commerce payments, online payments. So they are looking, and they've got quite an extensive roadmap. So they've got a small team. Again, they haven't really got a team page. They haven't got people. You can see where their skills are. I think they're very small at the moment. They're very, very early stage. In fact, looking at their roadmap, there's about 10 to 12 different kind of roadmap milestones they're looking to achieve, and they've only achieved the one, which is getting some initial recognition of rupee. But they've got a long roadmap that will take them to Q1 of 2019. So this will enable rupee over time to gain value. So this is a potential good long-term hold, okay? As you know, because the thing with cryptocurrencies with a milestone, particularly a milestone, you know, when they've got a roadmap that goes to quite a long-term future date, what that enables is, along the way, as they are hitting the milestones of this roadmap, allows the value to keep exploding, have reasons to have accelerated explosions, rather than it just going from, you know, $1.20 to $1.30. It could go from $1 to $4 to $10. Those kind of jumps. So that's the good thing about having a roadmap. So they are looking to add more people to the team, add mobile payments apps, have the functionality for that, and add an e-commerce solution over time. Now, the rewards are not yet known. I've been looking for it. Again, they are very early stage. So the more that time progresses, the more the rewards will become clear. But this is very early stage. Hence, team isn't really known, rewards not really known. Now the circulating supply is 21 million. So that's very kind of low 8 figures, okay? And the current price is 9 cents. Now the all-time high was 31 cents, okay? So it's lost, you know, over 2/3 of its value to get to 9 cents. So it kind of had an initial, you know, because Rupee as a name is very recognizable. Essentially it is a brand, okay? It's a bit like in Britain, if somebody brought out an ICO called British Pound, people would associate with it. People don't associate with cryptocurrencies right now, but the masses are more likely to adopt cryptocurrency if the British pound was turned into a cryptocurrency, essentially. So they are looking to gain mass adoption from the Asia continent, and through their explosion, through the Rupee name, they've managed to get to an all-time high of 31 cents, but it's gone down to 9 cents. So there is every potential you could make an easy 3 times gain along the line. This is being spoken about in the community, but at the moment I think what's happening is it is just dipping. It has gone up a little bit today. So, you know, there are definitely the people that are holding it up, and because it's got quite a small circulating supply, it enables the price to go up a lot easier, and enables a lot more effective volatility, I suppose. So in at number 2, we've got Elixir. Now, I've been getting requests left, right and centre to cover Elixir. So what is Elixir? Elixir is another cryptocurrency lending platform. Okay, so, you know, like I've said, Salt is currently one of the, you know, biggest movers, one of the biggest growers in the last, you know, few weeks, particularly in the last week, really growing. Lending platforms are certainly becoming quite popular at the moment. It's not something I would use, even no matter how much cryptocurrency I've got. But, you know, it's definitely becoming more and more popular. So this, if people are thinking, oh, I missed out on Salt, oh, I missed out on Regal, well, then Elixir is at the moment the lowest cost cryptocurrency you can get. So it's a cryptocurrency lending platform. It's rumoured to be on Bittrex soon. So this is another reason why it's particularly exploded recently. It's because it's rumoured to be on Bittrex soon. So I think people are jumping on it in the hope that when it gets listed, they can ride the wave coming with it. So it's got an active team, and they've got a team page. Well, have they got a team page? Can't remember, I'm getting mixed up in my mind now. But they've got an active team. They're certainly active on social media. And again, they've got a long roadmap, a series of mobile apps down the line, series of releases on different platforms. And so it's a long roadmap to Q4 2018. So yeah, a year-long roadmap. Again, potential buy and hold cryptocurrency this is. Now there are rewards again for lenders and borrowers. So obviously you take a risk lending out your cryptocurrency for somebody else to use, to trade, to invest with, make some money and pay you back. So you take the risk. So therefore there are rewards for lenders, and there are also rewards for borrowers. So if you borrow cryptocurrency from one of the lenders using this platform, then you will get rewarded for paying back on time. Okay, so they're wanting to minimize the risk to lenders by making sure that the payment that was lent out comes back on time. So therefore, there are rewards both for lenders and for borrowers. But this isn't currently being, there isn't a working platform at the moment. There is for Regal, but there isn't at the moment for Elixir. So this is very much kind of early stage. This is setting the scene for the future. So this is getting the early adopters in right now. So at the moment, it's got 3.3 million circulating supply. Very low supply, a lot like Regal. So it's got very low circulating supply. Its total supply is very low, 8 figures. So it's 6 figures. Am I right there? No, it's 6 figures for circulating supply. Low 7 figures. Is that 7 figures? I'm getting wrong here. 8 figures. 7 figures, isn't it? What am I talking about? 6 figures is 100,000. So, 7 figures, low 7 figures for circulating supply, low 8 figures for total supply, and the current price is 13 cents. Okay, so it's been growing. It's been growing significantly recently. A lot of people have been, this was 4 cents just a couple of days ago, a few days ago, and it's already moved up to 13 cents and growing. With the emergence of Salt, what people tend to do in cryptocurrency is they tend to look for something that's doing really well, where they've missed the boat, and then they go into the lowest cost replica of that platform. And at the moment, Elixir is looking like that low cost version of Salt. So hence why this is particularly blowing up, and is probably going to continue to. I always wait for a dip. So that's just my personal opinion. That's what I normally do. And if a dip doesn't come, it doesn't come. I just look for the next one. Yeah, that's what I do, because the last thing I want to do is come in at an entry point where I'm likely to get burnt. That doesn't enthuse me at all. That doesn't make me feel happy psychologically. At the end of the day, a lot of cryptocurrency is about perception. And my perception would be, right, I've got in its highest it's ever been, and so therefore I'm not likely to, you know, I'm not likely to make the gains, because you know, it's more than likely going to dip at some point. So the best point is to get in at the dip. That's where I feel happiest. So again, that's up to you. So we've now come to the point where I move on to my number one. Now, there were a lot of contenders for this number one spot, but I feel that this cryptocurrency definitely needs to be mentioned. But I'm not going to mention it by name. In at number one, we have got the Universal Wallet for altcoins. Okay, so this is a cryptocurrency currently being traded on 2 exchanges. They're not major exchanges, they're minor exchanges. Therefore, it is flying under the radar. No cryptocurrency YouTubers covering it. I am going to be covering it at 50,000 subscribers. But you can find out what it is today. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the price today of this cryptocurrency is the best price that it has been in over a month. Okay, so over a month, when it was just a few weeks on to being in the exchange, it blew up to over 30 times its value at ICO. And then it went down with the crash, really. It's gone down with the crash. And a lot of people have been investing in Walton Chain Coin, which has left this cryptocurrency at an absolutely beautiful price point to accumulate or buy into if you haven't already. But this cryptocurrency really deserves recognition. And I'm so close to revealing the name. I'm now at 40,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I am going to be bringing out this video very shortly. But it is essentially the universal wallet that's going to end the massive pain in cryptocurrency at the moment. Essentially enable you not having to have an Exodus wallet, a paper wallet, a hardware wallet to store all your cryptocurrencies. You will be able to store it all in one place. And you will also have a fiat gateway. And the reason why this has such amazing value is really the fiat gateway. Because everybody uses Coinbase for its fiat gateway. You can buy cryptocurrency with fiat currency. You can also cash out. And that is one of the big benefits of this wallet. Okay. Now, the main benefit of this cryptocurrency is that it's likely to bring the masses to cryptocurrency, because everything is stored on one place. It makes it very easy for people to actually store their cryptocurrencies. It also, the interface, which I've seen, is essentially going to be a lot like PayPal. I say PayPal, but that's doing this cryptocurrency a disservice. But it's going to essentially be very, very user-friendly, a very colourful interface, a beautiful platform, and it's going to have a social networking element to it too, which will enable it to grow for all sorts of reasons. Now, they've got a very active team, an Ivy League students within it that are working for it. Now, the benefit of Ivy League basically having the best brains in America behind it is obviously a massive benefit. It's also got a couple of really good blue chip employees in the team, in the management team, an advisory team that are essentially going to enable this strategically to have a really good future. Okay, one particular advisor has amazing experience working for very large companies. Okay, and they've got a long roadmap, so essentially it's the best of both. So not only has it got so many amazing features, but it's also got a long roadmap ahead of it. Okay, so that enables a lot of milestones to be achieved through the course of time. There's a reward system. So essentially, because you are able to hold cryptocurrencies, you've got an interface that basically displays most cryptocurrencies. If you accurately predict the prices of cryptocurrencies, you get rewards for predicting them. So you actually get paid in this cryptocurrency for accurately predicting cryptocurrencies, which, as you know, I'm pretty good at. So maybe even with Walton coin, I don't know. And then at number 5, the circulating supply is less than 90 million, okay, which means excellent potential for quick growth of this coin. Now, over the course of these milestones, the total supply is in the 8 figures. No, in the 9 figures, sorry. But because it's still low supply, it will enable great growth in the future. And its current price is well under $1. Well under $1. And it's, as I say, it's the best price it's been for ages. So a lot of people have gotten into this cryptocurrency. They've gotten into this cryptocurrency quite high. Some have gotten in over $1. So really, this is a great opportunity to take advantage of all of those people by getting it under $1. And the place to go to in order to find out what that is this course. If you're not invested in it, invest in it. It's only $10 in the description, and you really will, which is the price of an Omis Go coin, for goodness sake. I mean, you really couldn't get cheaper. And the fact of the matter is that you will learn why this is a great cryptocurrency. A lot of people have said, you know, Suppoman, why don't you just reveal it? Why don't you tell us, you know, why don't you just tell people what this coin is? I'll tell you why. Because the fact this cryptocurrency has held some great support, has had great support, and it rarely breaks resistance because most people that took this course are invested in it because they understand why they're invested in it. With a lot of cryptocurrencies, if you literally just blurt out the coin, a lot of cryptocurrencies I speak about on YouTube, they get a pump and then people dump it. Okay, look at POSW, look at Buzzcoin, look at loads of examples of coins I've covered. They get an initial pump and then they go drastically down. Okay, and you don't want that to happen. So really what I'm looking to do is protect investments by people signing up through this process, understanding what the cryptocurrency is, what to do once they're invested in terms of being able to hold it and why they should hold it. But not only that, they also get access to my cryptocurrency masterminds group, and they also get access to my Telegram group for free for taking this course. Okay, so for $10, not only do you get this course and understand what the best opportunity of this year and next year is, but you also get access to my my cryptocurrency masterminds group and also to my Telegram group, which is only exclusive for students. Okay, so if you try to get in, you can't get in. It's only exclusive, it's password protected, so you can't get in unless you're a student. So essentially, that is the benefit of going through this system, because this is really the #1 cryptocurrency flying under the radar. It's hype, but no one's really talking about it. And this needs to be spoken about by more, invested in, by actual people looking for the long term, not just idiot like pump and dumpers. People say to me, oh, Suppoman, you know, you're the master of pumping. I'm not. That's just bullshit. Okay, I'm not a pump expert, okay? I like to give recognition to coins that have great long-term potential. That is really my aim. If you're looking for, you know, short-term, that's not really what I cover. If you're looking for long-term, that's what I cover. And this is the best long-term investment opportunity of 2017. So that is, so that concludes really the top 5. Now I've got to go soon because I've got to go to the pub. The pub is where I go to every day, pretty much at 5 PM UK time, and it's 5:06 PM UK time right now. So I will use this opportunity to take some questions. Hopefully, yeah, be nice. And also smash that like button if you are still here with me. Smash that like button because there's 696 people watching right now, 294 likes. Like spike the hell out of this video. So let's just have a look at the chat. Rupee coin, I've just spoken about. ADA coin I haven't done any research into. I know that it's recently launched on Bittrex. And is one of the first in a while to be launched on Bittrex, but nobody really knows a lot about it. So I'll be looking at that. I will look at that. 0x, I've covered 0x a ton of times. So there's no point really. Now, Substratum is something I wanted to bring attention to, actually. So Substratum So let me just show you my Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, for goodness sake, follow me. Follow me. This is where I am very active at the moment. And Substratum is currently moving up. Now, Substratum becomes number 136 on CoinMarketCap with an 80% gain yesterday and 28% gain so far just today. Okay, so, you know, Substratum is currently on the rise. So it might be good to just keep a watch on this in case there are any dipping points, of which I think it has slightly dipped. Or, yeah, here we go. So, well, yeah, it has slightly dipped. So it did get up to about 11 cents, nearly 11 cents. And now it's dipped down to 8.3 cents. And now it's gone up to 8.5 cents. So this is something that I think Substratum is potentially the savior to cryptocurrency if they can develop this decentralized internet that we essentially need to stop the use of VPNs, to stop crypto, you know, if a country bans a cryptocurrency or bans an exchange or bans whatever, bans ICOs, it doesn't matter because the decentralized internet will allow anybody from any country to do whatever they want without being tracked. So I think Substratum as a project is excellent, a lot like what I think of Power Ledger. And I know that the guys at Power Ledger are, went to see Elon Musk on Friday or Saturday, one of the two. So yeah, so I know that there's some really good projects at the moment. So Power Ledger's a good project, and Substratum I think is an excellent project too. So if you can get in on this, a good entry point, then you know I would definitely recommend that. It has gone down to under 6 cents, which was a great entry point considering it went up to 11 cents. So you know, so Substratum could be a good investment. I think it's a good long-term hold, personally. It may not get you the immediate, you know, 10 times gain or whatever, but it could get a bit. I think this is going to bring some great gains in the future as long as they can achieve their milestones. Ethereum Dark, I think that's had a good pump in the last day or so. Let me just make sure I'm not going to be late for the pub. No, I shouldn't be too late. I've got to go in literally 3 minutes. So yeah, so Ethereum Dark has had a recent pump. It's a very risky one. It's got a great, it's very investable from a supply point of view. You know, this could easily move up market cap if it gets more, you know, if it gets more investment. But you know, I'm just worried about who owns this. This is basically owned by 10 people. This cryptocurrency. Rise, I've spoken about before. Rise up, you got to rise. Rise up, you wake up and rise. Right, sorry about that if that just blew your speakers. So Rise, 58 cents it's gotten up to, and at the moment it's at 38 cents. So I don't know what's going on particularly with Rise at the moment or how investable that actually is. Any more? Electronium I've opened the door to, but they don't seem to be corresponding, so in which case I'm not going to bother until then. Cobinhood you've been asking about, so I will look at that. Monaco, people have been asking about the debit card coins. That is definitely something I'm going to be bringing out very soon. Possibly this week. If not this week, definitely next week I'm going to be bringing out a card special. Debit card special, of which Monaco will feature in it. Smash the likes, smash the likes. Salt's gone, you know, in my opinion. Salt's gone. You know, it's really it's just too high in my personal opinion to invest in now to get to get great gains. It's obviously the main one, but I think that Elixir may you know start to come back at it. You never know. Economy, I've heard some news about Economy that's made me sell Economy, in all honesty. Yeah, so I can't reveal what that is because I don't know about the validity of it. All I've heard is that they all is not legitimate, I guess is the right thing. Is the right word, but that's on my own personal research. So you know, I would if you're invested in Economy, I would encourage you to do your own research. So I think that's it. I can't really talk any more about it. Bankroll will be in that card special as well. Nav Pivex. Spoken about NavCoin very recently. There's loads of contributions. Walton, you know, a lot of you are just waiting for me to have egg on my face. I know you are. A lot of people that disliked my video the other day are like, Walton's going to break $9 and you said it's going to go down to $4. Well, there's a lot of the month remaining. And something to just be wary of is that when a coin pumps, it can be subject to a big dump. Now, I do think that Walton, there may have been a few things I didn't calculate. And that's my bad. A few bits of market news, and that is my bad. You know, Walton, I think, you know, now if I was to revise my, I don't think it's going to drastically drop if it does drop, because I think a few things will hold it up, perch it up, basically. Digibyte, I think the announcement of the Citibank competition is or was today. Don't know if it's actually happened yet, but it has been dumped, so that's definitely going to go down to my prediction, if not a lot lower. So, guys, that is it for this episode of Savage Cash. So basically, you know, if you want to know really the best opportunity, get this course. If you haven't yet, just get this course. It's worth knowing. It's just $10, for God's sake. You know, in cryptocurrency, $10 is nothing. All right, and it's just worth it because, you know, basically this cryptocurrency deserves to have a good community, a good strong community behind it, not just a load of pumpers that say, oh, Superman, it's not growing to $10. Oh, it's a scam. Dickheads. Honestly, what pricks. Okay, there's already been a load of people banned from my mastermind group because they're just twats, and I have no time for twats, right? It's a lot of people say, yo, Suppoman, you know, we paid to get in. You don't pay to get into my mastermind group. It comes complimentary through investing in one of my courses. But I don't forgive people who essentially give me a slap in the face after I've done a lot of hard work. So I do a lot of hard work. I do a lot of work investing my time, so you don't have to, basically. I do a lot of work in the background on cryptocurrencies and then come to you with it. Obviously, some people are appreciative. Some people are jerk-offs about it. And then, you know, but the people who are in my group, I don't expect them to be jerk-offs because I've done the work. I'm basically dedicated to the group. I'm committed to the group. I'm on that group. And more than I'm on anything, you know, even though I've got a personal life, I'm on that group. So people who basically give me a slap in the face and slag things off, I ban them. So if you're one of them, you get banned. Okay, simple as that. So anyway, so if you want to know what it is, basically invest in this course, you get onto my Telegram group and my mastermind group for free. So I hope that has educated you. I hope that's given you some great information. If you've missed out at the beginning part of this video, then I have gone through some really good cryptocurrencies that are currently under the radar, not being covered by a lot of the major cryptocurrency YouTubers, but are being hyped right now. So guys, that is it for me on this episode of Savage Cash. It's lights out, all out. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.